If he's not going to die for you, he does not want you. Because if he wants to, he will. No excuses, no complicated games. Remember Yoon Se-ri from Crash Landing on You? She spent too much time waiting for someone who couldn't care less. If you're tired of wasting time on guys who won't make an effort, this video is for you. Hey girl, you've just entered the golden girl era, where high-value women come to grow, glow, and of course, slay. Let's dive straight into the video. What does "if he wants to, he would" mean? Let's break it down. The phrase "if he wants to, he would" means that a man who truly values you will make time, show effort, and prioritize you. Yoon Se-ri's ex wasn't just busy. He simply wasn't interested. He had every opportunity to show up for her, but he didn't. And let's be real, we've all been in situations where we were waiting for someone to change, to text, to care. But here's the harsh truth. If he wanted to, he would have. So how do you know he doesn't really want to? If by now you're questioning whether or not he does, then you are most likely ignoring the red flags. You know what I'm talking about. Those subtle signs that deep down you know something's off, but you keep brushing them aside. Yoon Se-ri did this with her ex, waiting for him to magically become the person she wanted him to be. And let's be honest, we've all been there. Let's get real. When a guy truly wants you, nothing will stop him from showing it. No job, no stress, no busy schedule is ever going to stand in the way of a man who wants to be in your life. If he's consistently making excuses, it's because he's just not that into you. Sorry, but someone had to say it. Practical tip: stop rationalizing his lack of effort. Pay attention to what he's actually doing, not what he's saying or what you hope he'll do. Actions speak louder than words, and if his actions are saying he doesn't care, believe them. Example: Yoon Se-ri kept waiting, kept hoping, even when her ex repeatedly let her down, but the truth was clear. He wasn't going to change. She just didn't want to see it. When Yoon Se-ri met Captain Ri, everything changed. He didn't just talk about caring for her. He showed it every single day. Whether it was risking his life or just being by her side when she needed someone, Captain Ri proved that when a man truly wants to be with you, he'll move mountains to make it happen. This is what it looks like when someone actually wants to be there for you. He won't just show up when it's convenient. He'll be there even when it's hard. Yoon Se-ri finally experienced what it meant to be with someone who matched her energy and was willing to show up without her having to beg for it. And guess what? You deserve the same. Practical tip: stop chasing, start attracting. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself, and the right person will naturally want to be part of your life. When someone truly values you, you won't have to convince them to show up. They'll want to. Example: Captain Ri didn't need convincing. His actions spoke volumes. He was there for Yoon Se-ri because he wanted to be, not because she pressured him to be. That's what you should aim for. A partner who's all in without you having to beg for the bare minimum. If you are thinking you have a bare minimum guy in your life, throw him in the trash, sis. Here are your golden steps to get rid of any guy who won't make an effort. Step 1. Acknowledge what's missing. First things first, get real with yourself. What's missing? Is he consistently there for you, or are you just holding on to his potential? Write down what you actually want in a relationship and see how much of it is missing. Practical tip: write a list of non-negotiables. List the things that are essential in a relationship for you and check how many of those are present. This will help you see clearly whether or not he's meeting your needs. Step 2. Stop romanticizing his potential. Stop imagining who he could be and start seeing who he actually is. You might be clinging to an idea of him, but if he's not putting in effort now, why should you believe he ever will? Practical tip: compare his actions to your needs. Think about what he's actually doing. If his actions don't align with what you need, it's time to let go. Step 3. Set clear boundaries. Set boundaries and stick to them. If he's not showing up for you the way you need, tell him. If things don't change, it's time to move on. Don't lower your standards just to keep someone in your life. Practical tip: communicate your needs. Have an honest conversation about what you need in the relationship. If he can't meet those needs, walk away with your head held high. Step 4. Focus on yourself. The best way to get over someone who won't make the effort? Focus on yourself. Shift the energy you've been spending on him into your own growth, whether that's your career, fitness, or self-care. Make yourself the priority. Practical tip: Create a self-care plan. Dedicate time every week to focus on your personal growth, whether it's hitting the gym, learning a new skill, or simply taking time to relax. Step 5. Cut off contact. Letting go means fully cutting ties. Stop waiting for a text. Stop checking his social media. Block or mute him if you need to. It's time to remove the emotional clutter so you can truly move on. Practical tip: out of sight, out of mind. Remove him from your digital space so you're not constantly reminded of what isn't working. Remember Yoon Se-ri's journey. It took her time to realize her worth. But once she did, she found someone who truly wanted to be with her. You deserve the same. Stop settling for guys who make excuses. If he wants to, he will. And if he doesn't, you know what to do. Move on and make space for someone who will. Hopefully you enjoy this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.